Hello everyone, welcome to Wicked West Books. My name is Meg West, and today I am going to do the mid-year freak out book tag. This was created by Chammy and Ellie, and I will leave links to their channels down below. I figured that this would be a good way to give you a kind of update on where I am on reading for the first half of the year, and this is a good tag to do that with. I have read 49 books so far this year, finished book 49 just this morning, so I tried to spread out my answers as much as possible and tried not to mention books more than once. So let's go ahead and get started with the questions. Question number 1, your favorite read of the year so far. And this book for me is absolutely 100% hands down, no questions asked, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This book was just absolutely amazing, and I am ready for it to be 2017 so that book 3 can come out so I can read the entire trilogy again and again and again. Number 2, the best sequel you have read so far this year. For this, the answer is A Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. And The Name of the Wind was fantastic, but Wise Man's Fear was just better, and you explore a lot more of the world, and I am very, very happy that I picked up this book. And again, I cannot wait for book 3 to come out. It needs to come out now so that I can read it now. Number 3, a new release that you have not read yet. For this, I chose Marked in Flesh by Anne Bishop. It is the 4th book in the Other series. I have read books 1, 2, and 3 this year. Book 4 is out. I just haven't quite read it yet. Your most anticipated release for the second half of the year. For this, I have 2 answers, and the first one is Blood Riders by Gary Oldman and Douglas Urbanski. It comes out predicted in the end of November, and I am looking forward to this because Gary Oldman is one of the authors, and I absolutely love Gary Oldman, so I am looking forward to this book coming out. And the other anticipated release is, of course, The Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling. Biggest disappointment of the year. For this one, I also have 2 answers. There is The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead, which might be really, really good once all 3 books are out, but as it by itself, it wasn't the whole story. And my other answer is Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. It was my first Morgan Matson read, and I wasn't impressed by it. I found it to be extremely predictable, and so I was quite let down by this book. I had high hopes for this one. What book was the biggest surprise for you? This book is What We Saw by Andrew Hartzler. I didn't have too high hopes for it because of the subject matter, so I didn't expect too much out of it, but I was actually really surprised with the way that the story was told, and it was a really good read, and I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Your new favorite author, either one that is new to you or one that is an actual new author. I haven't read too many new authors so far this year. A lot of them have been authors that I have read before, so I really liked Ruta Sepetys, who wrote Salt to the Sea. I really, really enjoyed that book, and I would love to pick up more books by her because of this book. So for this answer, I have chosen Ruta Sepetys. A new crush. I'm not necessarily sure that it's a new crush because I have met him before this year, but I got to learn a lot more about him, and I still absolutely love him. So for this, I chose Trajan from the League series by Sherilyn Kenyon, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know even more about him in upcoming books. A new favorite character. While I had already loved him to begin with, going back and rereading this series has caused me to fall even more in love with him, and all I want to do in these first few books of rereading it is give him a giant hug. And while he may not be my favorite man for the main character, I still absolutely love him, and that is Jean-Claude from the Anita Blake series. This is the graphic novel, and yeah, I've started loving Jean-Claude a whole lot more as a character and rereading these series from the beginning. A book that made you cry. Most books don't make me cry, but if I had to choose an answer for this, it would be Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. It was a very sad story, and I don't think I cried, but of all of the books I've read this year, this one had the most possibility for me to cry during it. I have also lent it out to a friend, which is why I don't have it here. A book that made you happy. I did say I tried not to use the same book in every question. A book that is just beautiful. For this, I was a little bit torn, so I went ahead and chose 2 books again. And the books I chose for that are Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier, which is absolutely gorgeous, and the other choice was Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, because this book is absolutely gorgeous in its cover and without its cover. It's just absolutely gorgeous. A book that you need to read by the end of the year. Red Rising is on the list, and then maybe finish out the trilogy. I also want to finish up my reread for the Anita Blake series, which means that by the end of the year I will own all of them, which would be fantastic because even though the books themselves have absolutely terrible covers, they are really, really good books, and I would love to be able to have all of them. And I really need to read some of the books that I own that are by authors I haven't read yet. I really need to start reading more authors. And favorite book community member. One of my favorite new ones to watch is Miss Night Reads, and I will leave a link to her channel down below. But the 2 that I've been talking with the most, who are kind of becoming friends, is Stephen Alf from Alf Books and Laura from Bookies and Cookies. And those are also the 3 people I tagged to do this book tag. That was all of the questions. Please comment down below your favorite author so that I have some new ones to check out for the rest of the year. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday or else I lose books. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Have a wicked day.